How have you been? Long time no see. Okay, so I'm going to give you your sample reading. How about that? So let's see what's been going on with you. Okay. Okay, first things first. You've fully learned from the past. Yeah, you made some mistakes or something in the past, and you have now fully learned your lesson from it, which is going to bring you a karmic turn of good luck. So that's the very first message out for you, which is a great message to start with, I would think. Yeah, you're going to be victorious in the situation that you're dealing with, in your life in general. Oh, the situation that you're dealing with is your anxiety. You're going to be victorious over this. You're going to actually find a lot of strength. This could be that you're already coming into that strength, and you're realizing that it's your world to create with. If not, then you're on your way there. There was a little bit of bad luck that had happened that was actually karmic justice or yeah, poetic justice, I guess you'd say. Meaning it could have happened to you maybe, and it was like, you know, getting arrested or something like that. That would be something that you feel is like a punishment, but it's actually justice that was served in your favor. The whole rescued not arrested type thing, you know. So that could apply to anything really in your life, like a breakup, a losing a house that you weren't doing good at, you know, the whole pandemic, if you hated your job, you know, like that type of energy. Somebody leaving, that was a relationship that was actually really toxic for you. Okay. Yeah, you went into harmony finally with that victory. You had been having like some pretty weak boundaries. Your plans were stalling, things were quitting without you being prepared. Either you or the person that you were dealing with, it's a feminine energy though, was acting in a smothering fashion, or it was out of insecurity, you know, like they were kind of like addicted to like the toxic love patterns, which is what was causing your anxiety. But you've now come to the realization of what a happy home should be like. Possibly you went back home to maybe a masculine energy. If it's not a masculine energy, then if it's not like an actual masculine, then it's a masculine energy. But I feel like it could be like a dad maybe, or an uncle, or whoever it is. They're very empathetic and supportive. You're going to be a lot happier after whatever breakup it was that had happened with the Empress. As soon as you get over the past memories and realize that you are self-sufficient and you're supposed to be confident in that. Seek out your own solo pleasures, if that makes sense, and don't take the offerings from the universe for granted. It looks like you're in like a mindset where you're feeling like unfulfilled, kind of like a, you know, like because you didn't get what you wanted. but the universe is actually trying to offer you emotional fulfillment by creating this situation to happen, you know. So the key is not to resist it. Right now your intuition is blocked off. At the same time, things are actually yeah, no, your intuition's pretty blocked off right now. You're having like clouded judgment, or just blocked intuition. I know I said that 3 times, but maybe you needed to hear it 3 times. It looks like you're in the mindset of a pretty like active, you know, like an active kid, like a bad puppy almost. You're wanting new ideas, new projects, new uncharted land ahead of you to explore, and but you're really, that's what you're wanting, okay. But what you're needing is a little bit different. What you're needing is long-term security, or a desire for long-term security. The person that you had been dealing with also has new ideas and new truths that they want to explore, but it's more so directed in like mental clarity, and it created a new conflict possibly for them standing up for their truth, or for them asserting their truth a little bit too harshly maybe. What they were wanting, or what they were needing, sorry, that's what they were wanting. They were wanting new conflict, new starts, new truth, to be able to stand with their truth, you know, and to like create new stories almost, if that makes sense. You know, I'm not sure if they were somebody that was like lying a lot or something, or maybe they were just ready for a fresh start with whatever was going on. What they needed, though, was emotional fulfillment and family fulfillment, which they, I don't believe, were capable of accomplishing in that situation. You're having a little bit of trouble moving on, possibly travel issues of some sort. But like I said, in the near future, you're going to feel liberated. You're going to have new hope again, and you're going to be able to escape that self imprisonment that you've been dealing with. The person whose energy is affecting you right now is somebody that is actually in a mindset right now, I guess, for like being supportive or nurturing. They're healing right now, basically. And they are in their near future, they're looking at making a choice to travel, or possibly waiting for some type of like answer or result to decide on when they're going to travel. There's going to be a final decision, or like a final like wake up call that's happening. It's not going to be having to do with this relationship or with this situationship, whatever it is, with this friendship. I don't know. Maybe it was a business deal that went bad. I didn't really ask that in the beginning. But whatever this person's energy is, there's going to be some type of new clarity for you in particular, that is going to wake you up, kind of like a slap on the back of the head to direct you towards your actual life purpose, which was not, I don't believe, in this relationship or in this situationship or in this partnership if it's a business thing. Actually, let me check who it is that we're dealing with here. Okay, so who is this other energy coming through, Spirit? Current. Recent. Okay, I do believe that this could be a recent ex or a current partner. If they're recent, then it's somebody that you still have like emotions for, like you would still consider you guys together if you could, or vice versa. It could be that they still would consider that with you, if you guys aren't still together, actually. A date that would be significant for this person. A date that could be significant for this person is looking like sometime in the week of February 9th through 18th, August 12th through 22nd, or April 21st through 30th, or October 23rd through November 2nd. Now, those could be off by like a couple days, possibly because of the chart that I do use for that to get dates. It looks like this. And the way that this swings, as you can see, it's kind of hard to get a for sure like angle that you can see the exact pizza slice that it goes into. So but those are the roughly the dates that look like they're showing up for important dates that tie to this person. Okay, I do feel like I should check on health issues for you. So I'm going to do that real fast. Okay, pay good attention to your bladder or your intestines. Your shoulder. And your liver, it looks like. I'm not saying that those are things that you need to be alarmed about, but just pay attention to those. Now, those are going to be your heart chakra and your solar plexus and your sacral. I'm an energy healer, so if you would like to have those cleared out or balanced or anything like that, then just let me know. Okay, and then I'm gonna just do, since this is just the sample reading, and I can't give you all of your answers yet because then you won't buy a reading. Just kidding. Let's see what else I can pull out for you for the future. No, the shadow work that you should have learned the lesson of in whatever experience it is that you went through. What lesson should she have picked up? Okay. Partnership. Partnership does not always mean that you guys are the same type of individual. You could be total polar opposites and be exactly what is needed for each other, because if you're the same person, or if you're like so similar in your interests and your beliefs and your actions and your, you know, every skills, whatever, then there's no use for having both of you. You know, so having the two of you is the most helpful way to become a whole. So but it's all about being gentle and compassionate of the other person's differences. Really finding balance and allowing emotions to actually be created and trusted to be fluid on their own without being controlled. Your love typically will be sitting on the more feminine of your sides. But this is in order to actually, it's meant to keep the interest of the more masculine of the other side. It's kind of like when they dangle like a carrot in front of a horse to keep it walking. The feminine energies, like the divine feminine's energy, is supposed to be that carrot that's dangling there that you're following, because otherwise the divine masculine will get lost. It'll wander off. Okay, so if the divine feminine is not doing her part of keeping that carrot dangling there, then that can oftentimes lead to the masculine making mistakes and the masculine feeling ashamed, like it was their fault. But in reality, that love had been actually like held too far away, or it was unstable the way that it was, you know, being offered. And so if that was the case, then don't allow yourself to be in shame of yourself or your own actions necessarily. Be, you know, be remorseful if you did anything wrong, but don't be ashamed, because shame is an emotion that nobody should ever feel. And if it was vice versa, if you were the carrot, then vice versa. Don't inflict shame on the other person, because it's a two-way street. You've been, when you were trying to create before, or trying to bring things into manifestation, it seems like you were really focusing and like protecting your shadows almost with your idea of love. But now it is time to embrace those shadows with your true compassion of love for yourself. That's going to be the way that you create. You need to fully accept every bad thing, scary thing, guilty thing, sad thing about yourself, embarrassed thing, you know, that's all your shadows. And you need to embrace them and respect them and be compassionate to yourself for having them, and then introspect and figure out where they came from so that you can either integrate them or rewrite them. Okay. If it's like a negative mindset that you have, or like a false narrative that you keep replaying in your head or something like that, then something that is very beneficial to do is to actually write down, when you have the negative thought, write it down. I'll show you an example. Hold on. Sometimes I'm not the best explainer. Okay. So whenever you have one of those negative self-beliefs or self-narratives, an example would be like, I'm not good enough. I'm not attractive enough to keep my partner happy. Okay, so you would write it down. Okay. And then you would rewrite it, literally across the top of it, a positive lesson or experience or interpretation that you could have of those words. Okay, so I'm not attractive enough to keep my partner happy. My partner chose me over everyone else and I now know I am thankful that I now see what I have been slacking on physically. And able to fix it. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that long, obviously, because it was just one thought, but I just did like 3 in 1, I guess, because I like the number 3. But so basically what you'll do is you write down literally across the first thing that you wrote. So I wrote, my partner chose me over everyone else, and I am thankful. Okay? That is rewriting the negative thought. You write it across the actual words, because if you can see, you now cannot read those first words. And the most recent thing that I remember saying right there is that my partner chose me over everyone else, and I'm thankful. And then I continued it on just to finish out the shadow work, right? And took accountability for my insecurity. So I'm thankful that I now see what I have been slacking on physically and able to fix it still. Meaning, you know, maybe it was that I was feeling a little bit heavier set than normal and I was insecure about, you know, other people having toned bodies, but I haven't been working out and I'm blaming my partner for checking them out or something. And that's shadow work, you know, because of course, yeah, they shouldn't be checking out the other people, but at the same time, I should be secure enough to know that they chose me over everybody else. And so if I'm having an issue, or if I'm suspicious of them checking people out, or if I'm paranoid of it, then it's because I'm having an issue. They're not in charge of my happiness, you see. So, and if they are like dogging me and checking out all these other people, then why would I even remain there, right? And in that case, again, it would be, you know, I would rewrite it with, you know, and I'm thankful that I can still choose a different relationship, or I can love myself more than what I'm being treated like, etc. But that very first part is like the key part for rewriting your negative self-talk, because even if you have it so ingrained in your head that you're going to remember what it originally said, you're literally going to hear your own voice in the back of your head instantly when you think it, saying the other thing also after you write it down like that. But you have to write it fully and write it across the top. Okay, so give that a shot. Tell me if it works. For me, it worked. It's like I created this, you know. So for me, it worked. It might just be me personally. I don't know. The people I've suggested it to have also said it worked though. So just give it a shot. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But let me know. But other than that, that's your sample reading. If you would like a actual energy healing session, or if you'd like an actual reading, then of course you see how to book them and stuff. Just because you are my friend, of course I will help you in whatever way I can, even if you can't buy the readings, you know, but as my friend, you could help me help you, so it's a win-win street in that department. Okay, but yeah, let me know how it resonated, and I will talk to you later. Okay, love and light. Bye.